Welcome back to our sponsored segment. So World Heart Day is notably celebrated every September 29th, and this year's theme is Use Heart for Action. In commemoration of this year's celebration, your leading edible oil brand, Power Oil, has brought in a dietitian to enlighten us about our heart health. Joining us on the show is a dietitian who specializes in adult care and pediatrics with years of experience in the field. Welcome with us, Mrs. Awele Johnson.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're here to talk about heart health.
Yes, good morning.
First of all, my chest has been paining me. I feel some pain and then it subsides, and after a while I feel that pain again. So, first of all, tell us, what is heart health and what's the significance of this celebration?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, the heart is the central part of our overall health. Okay. So we have to take care of our heart because the functions of the heart cannot be underestimated. Like basically, the heart pumps blood, it takes nutrients around the body, and it also takes oxygenated blood around the body. So basically, we need to take care of our heart. And the function and the significance of this celebration is to create awareness of our heart health. Right? We have to tell people, we have to make them understand the risk factors and teach them how to make healthy food choices and take steps to ensure that they prevent all forms of heart diseases. So basically, that's the reason why a day like this is set aside for Heart Day celebration. Yeah, so basically, there are several ways in which we can take care of our hearts. First of all, we need to work on our diet and we need to work on our lifestyle. Yes. So we need to work on our diet and we need to work on our lifestyle. Okay.
So how would, I guess that's the diet, and
yes,
how does food impact our health and
okay.
our
Basically, they always say, there's a saying that says, you are what you eat. So whatever you eat makes up what goes on in your body, the nutrients and everything you accumulate in your body, it comes from what you eat, right? So basically, we need to eat healthy. And how do we eat healthy? What are the foods we need to eat? We need to incorporate whole grains in our diet. We need to incorporate fruits and vegetables in our diet. We need to incorporate a whole lot of water. Because something is happening now in the recent days. We've adopted the Western diet and we've let go of the Mediterranean diet, which we are usually used to. All right, so a lot of people taking a lot of highly processed foods, and then they've let go of our fruits, our vegetables, and our locally available foods. So we need to cut down on highly processed foods like pastries, sugary drinks, carbonated drinks, alcohol. Before now, there used to be a safe limit for alcohol, but the recent WHO standard says there is no safe limit for alcohol because it's a carcinogen. It's known to be a carcinogen, right? Sometimes people say things like, oh, alcohol is good for the heart. Yeah, but
red wine, they told us.
Yes, people specifically say red wine is good for the heart, but the adverse effect outweighs the benefits. Yes.
I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in 3 months.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't just about, the alcohol itself. All the stories of fake alcohol everywhere. I just got scared.
Yes. And like this red wine you mentioned now, you can take red grapes in place of the red wine, and it just does the same thing without causing you any adverse.
It does not give you that. It will not help you in the other drink, so you don't need that, baby.
You don't need the wee.
You don't need the wee.
From time to time. Okay, another question.
Okay, so we have to also prioritize our cooking oils, right? So we need to avoid unbranded oils.
Okay.
We have to avoid unbranded oils, and then another thing I will encourage is to always read food labels. Read nutrition labels. Sometimes people just buy something and the next thing they want to check, let me check the expiry date. But that's not the most important. You have to check what you're taking into your body. You have to check things like the trans fats, the amount of saturated fat in it, the amount of sodium in it, the amount of sugar in it. Because sugar predisposes us to heart issues. A whole lot of sugar predisposes us. Yes, a lot of people, maybe because they are not diabetic, they feel like, I can take any amount of sugar I need. No, it can predispose you to overweight and obesity. And that will eventually predispose you to a heart problem. Then you also have to cut down on sodium. Sodium is a very high risk factor for hypertension. So you have to cut down on sodium. Salt, yes.
Okay.
There are so many, wait. There are so many things out there, right? I saw a recent report that we actually need a healthy amount of sodium. We shouldn't run away from sodium.
Of course,
if anything happens to you, get to the hospital. That's saline they give to you, has sodium. So Which one do we
Which one
now
are we
believe?
Yes, there is an upper limit.
Okay.
Okay, so moderation is key. So basically, for sodium, you shouldn't take more than 2,300 milligram rather, which amounts to like a teaspoon of salt.
A day.
A day, yes. So for somebody who already has hypertension, should go lesser, to like 1,500 milligram, which is like half teaspoon of salt a day. So we have to cut down on that. Then another major
Let's get
thing.
some more questions.
Yeah, let's get some more questions. So, you know, there's something that's been happening this year, ending of last year, and a lot this year, where you see, at least you see people that work out,
Yes.
dropping dead. Lots of men, even though they work out, they are playing basketball. I know someone that the husband was playing basketball, he's a medical doctor, and he just slumped, heart disease and stuff. So I'm wondering, what type of exercises are important for a healthy heart? And if you're also exercising, why are people dropping like flies? What's going on?
Okay, basically, so for physical activity, I was coming to that, is like very important to maintain a healthy heart because it strengthens your heart muscles, right? So, but we need, like I said, moderation. And then while exercising, you need to listen to your body. You need to listen to your body, how you feel at that point. So you don't need to go so intense. Do you understand? Moderate to high intensity exercise is allowed. But then you don't just wake up one morning, it's your first time and you go high intensity. You just start small, right? You start small and you build up. You start small. You start small and you build up. So why?
Ravatu, question.
Okay, yeah. So, so since you're saying moderation and also, are you trying to say that I want to ask if how do we ensure that what we eat is safe for our health and our heart? In the sense that, okay, so your oil now, how much do we keep eating fried foods, or how the quantity that we can
once we get a good oil,
yes,
can we just fry
the
whatever
quantity
we
that
want?
we can take in our body? How do we ensure that what we eat
so
is safe?
Okay, talking about the oil, let me start with the oil. So when you get a good oil, you can fry. But then there's something people usually do. Some people in their homes, they keep one particular oil for frying. Okay. They will fry with the oil for 1 month. They'll fry plantain, they'll fry akara, they'll fry everything for 1 month with that same oil. So I'm very sure that's not the way the producers intended for oil to be used. Right? So you have to, like, after frying like twice, you should discard, or you fry once and use it to cook a meal instead of keeping it and using it. And you keep
austerity. What manufacturer say is different from what the end user. You have to look at your pocket. We can't keep using fresh oil to fry all the time. But I get what you're saying.
But you have to prioritize your health because medicine is more expensive than a good diet.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to, prioritize your health and try to do things that will not put your health at risk.
So any other ways that you're marking the celebration? Are you people organizing an event or anything you have for this?
Yeah, basically, we are going to like create awareness in our hospitals, let people know. We can do checks, checks like high blood pressure checks and all of that.
Okay. Any final words for our
And
viewers,
then, okay, please, everyone should prioritize their diet because they said diet is the best medicine. So basically, if we work on our diet, the doctors will have less work to do. We will see less patients in the hospital, and everyone will be happy and healthy. So we have one heart, please take care of it.
Oh, thank you. We have one heart. Please take care of it. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. We've
Thank
been
you for
speaking
having
with
me.
Mrs. Awele Johnson on Heart Health, World Heart Day today. That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we move on to our topic for the day. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.